Season 2 Jujutsu Kaisen has officially come out. In my opinion, it started with probably the perfect episode to bring us back. Well paced, great animation, multiple different styles of animation throughout the entire episode too, which I really liked. Hope we get to see more of that depending on what they could do. Amazing added scenes which made everything feel incredibly more immersive. They did phenomenal on the reintroduction of JJK in season 2, and I think people are in for what's probably going to be one of the best seasons to come out in recent years, where everyone is going to be talking about what's going on in JJK season 2 with hidden inventory and Shibuya. First, gotta talk about those added scenes with Utahime and Mei entering the haunted house that officially begins the hidden inventory arc. I thought what they did was perfect because now they gave us basically a good smooth transition into the house of where they're at, and they're trying to get rid of the curse that's there, because when it first starts in the manga, it's basically we're already smack dab in the middle of what's going on. So with us seeing them in the car, going to the house, walking up the stairs, it's just adding more atmosphere to what's going on. And even especially those camera cuts from Utahime opening the door, going from one side to the other, her looking under the bed with the rats coming out and all that type of stuff. Obviously the running scene as the house is getting destroyed. They'll be using a lot of camera and rotoscope in this episode, which I feel like is going to be a big part of their production for season 2. Because season 2 has a lot of moving parts. Obviously if you read the manga, and especially in Shibuya, it is going to be a ton of stuff happening to where it's going to be a lot of movement around areas and different functions of the body. So of course the best way to showcase that is with the rotoscope. And I know Gege's on the project with them. I don't know how much he is, but those added scenes made me actually kind of somewhat invested in that scene for what it was. Getting into those different styles of animations. First off, the mad cow disease scene. I love how they went with like a VHS effect or a style of where it was very throwbacky. Them describing how the disease was back in the day and how it correlates with the haunted house. Then we get like chibi style effect with Geto walking up those stairs to Gojo. I really like that. Something about this low detail but very vibrant and impactful style that they're going with so far in the season, I think just really fits, especially with this arc. Since it is a flashback arc, it's kind of giving it like a nostalgic vibe, even though you're watching it for the first time, or in this my case, me watching it in an anime format instead of a manga, it makes you feel like you've been with these characters for so long. And then in the beginning of the episode, you get a style that was similar to season 1 or volume 0, highly detailed, a lot of shading on these characters with Geto and his exercising and absorbing scene, which I'm surprised that they took it from chapter 77 and they brought it this early in the beginning. And I feel like they did that as kind of like a reminder for what Ghetto Descent is going to be, because obviously if you're an anime only, you've seen season 1 or you've seen volume 0, you know Ghetto isn't always such this good guy from the beginning. So once you see that scene and then we go into the next scene that involves him, he's in this chibi, very laid back personality, he's saving people with Gojo. So I feel like Mappa went with a direction of let's give the fans like a mixed emotion feel for the anime onlys and give them how Ghetto's Descent is and have them question it, how did Ghetto fall so far, especially in that scene where him and Gojo are on the basketball court and they're going over their ideology and how Ghetto wants to save the weak people, he wants to look out for them, and how Gojo is more so of the we should just leave the weak and they should be able to learn how to defend themselves instead of wasting our energy and our time constantly saving them from curses that they're spawning. And I love the fact that they're doing it in a basketball court, because it then switches from the manga, which is very obviously still because there's no motion there in the classroom, so it's a little different. But with the anime, they made it a basketball court, so now you can see them moving their bodies, having a natural conversation as they're shooting, as they're getting layups. And I think shit like that is really cool because it's taking that anime medium and just bringing the best possible panels to life. And onto the character designs, I really like how all of them look. Taking Mei, Utahime, Gojo, Geto, making them younger. Yaga looks really fresh. I love his past design. And some of my favorite stuff is how they're fleshing out just like Jujutsu Eye. You see all these other extra shots of the outside, the fields, the little sandy areas, because we normally don't even get that type of stuff obviously in like a manga or even in certain parts of the anime. So seeing that was really cool. And even them walking around getting a soda or them just talking, I like that type of stuff because Gege, I feel like with his style, he normally doesn't really get a lot of chances to really have normal conversations, because from what we know, Gege is just trying to write his manga and get up out of here. So the anime adding those extra dialogues is like really cool. And the music and the OST choices have definitely been interesting. A lot of smoother choices, like something jazzy or something to just fill in the background during the talking scene. Not too many intense OSTs so far, but I think once the next episode pops off, since we got Toji's introduction, I think we'll start to hear more battle, more guitar type theme songs. I really want to hear like how a really crazy battle OST is gonna sound for season 2. Because me personally, I feel like season 1 soundtrack when it comes to during battles, I feel like it was kind of hit or miss. Because some of them was lit, like episode 24 with Yuji Nobara, that's probably my favorite one. But then there was just others that was just kind of like meh, like Gojo versus Jogo. I didn't really care for none of the soundtracks in that. And seeing Gojo and Ghetto arrive to the mission to stop the Star Platinum Vessel group also had some added scenes like Ghetto in the elevator, him going up the stairs, and all of that really was a nice build up to them having to fight them. And I really think this style of animation is really going to help Ghetto's curse technique show off better, more so than even Gojo, because there's going to be so many different colors to his cursed spirits and how he's going to be moving with them, like him throwing the squids at the glass to break it to go save Rico earlier when he captured that one curse at the house. I think Ghetto's going to look way better in season 2 than obviously say the Volume 0 movie. Gojo's fight, I already know they're probably going to go a little bit above and beyond for just adding a scene to show how he beats on this one dude. I feel like they might do that just to kind of add more time to the episode. And obviously the GOAT Toji, his introduction was done damn near perfect. That he's officially Toji Fushiguro, we know his full name now, and he's the pops, the dad of Megumi. In the next episode, they're going to see just why everybody loves Toji, why he's the GOAT, why he's savage as fuck, why he's him. So I'm really excited to see the reactions to why Toji is so beloved by the fandom. I've also seen some reactions and it's kind of hilarious how some people don't remember either Megumi's last name or either they think that Toji is Megumi's brother or something. It's kind of funny. And I almost forgot to talk about Shoko. I thought Shoko was showing pretty cool in this episode too, showing off her personality, a little bit of her charisma that she has. That's kind of underlining her relationship with Gojo and Ghetto. The little scene where she runs off before they start the fight was perfectly adapted. I fucked with that whole animation style. But yeah, overall, obviously season 2 is going off to a great start. I cannot wait to see this. Apparently there's gonna be 5 episodes for hidden inventory and then 18 for Shibuya. That is going to be a perfect amount to get everything in Shibuya and the premature death stuff in. And I'm really curious to see if there's going to be like an animation shift when we get to Shibuya, since we're coming back from the past, when our map is going to do something like that, or they're just going to keep it this way. I personally like this style. I think it could really work, especially for some of those chaotic moments in Shibuya. But leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below your thoughts on season 2 so far if you're looking forward to the rest that's coming. Don't forget to check out my second channel as well, with some Bleach stuff coming over there from that anime and other anime manga stuff, and potentially even like Invincible stuff coming soon. Bunch of good stuff over there. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.